God is a touchy story. It was fire and brimstone. God's just gonna send you to hell. You're never gonna come back, and you're not gonna have a choice of redemption. So don't do anything wrong. I really don't mean to be bashing churches or people in churches, but a lot of people there are very judgmental. And, you know, I was the wrong kind of proud because my hair was blue and I had a mohawk. And it's really difficult for me to believe in things because for so long, nothing was apparent for me to believe in. All the elements are here, and that's what paganism is basically about, is elemental work. And I'm the type of person who's like, okay, if it's not there, I'm not gonna believe it. But I mean, the earth is here. I was pagan. So I could see it, I could touch it, I could feel it, I knew it was there, I believed it. I did not want children. I've never wanted children, I don't like children. Then we found out I was pregnant, which just made my stress levels go through the roof. A lot of things went down. I told him that I didn't want to be with him. I was not keeping this child. I needed to go home as soon as possible because I was getting the abortion done. Well, the telling my family about it was kind of difficult. I had decided that we were going to tell everybody that I miscarried, so that when I got home I could just go ahead and get the procedure and not have to deal with my family. Everybody but my mom, because I had already told her that I was still pregnant. And I refused to talk to anybody. I didn't care what anybody had to say. That was my decision, my mind was made up, and they were pissed. I had tried a lot of drugs to try to kill Navy. My family and him decided that they were going to take me to Lakeside and say that I was crazy on the day of my appointment. And I was infuriated. When I got out of Lakeside, it was the legal limit where they have to cut off and be like, no, we can't do that because it's illegal. So I really didn't have a choice. And I think a month after that, my sister told me about Embrace Grace and told me that she was going up there because she was pregnant at the time as well. And I was like, okay, it's gonna be judgment after judgment after judgment. Especially for somebody who's like me and who's just sassy and looks mean, to find acceptance. I'm pregnant, I'm going through a divorce, I don't like this. And I get in there and they're just like, oh, hey, you're cool, we like you. Anyway, we're gonna go on with this whole thing that we're doing and talk about how children are basically a blessing. Even if you don't believe us right now, you might later. I don't like talking to people. But when I came in, the first person who said anything to me was just talking to me, saying hi, asking how I was, and I was like, I'm here. So how do you think I am? And I was just mad at everything. I was mad at God. I was mad at the women in Embrace Grace. I was mad at my sister for taking me there. And even with me being mean and having attitude, she was just like, okay. It's very hard to be angry at somebody when they are so happy. And not even knowing any of these women, just felt love radiating off of them. It's like, okay. What? I was just confused. Because it didn't make sense to me. Like, how could you put so much love and so much care to somebody you didn't know? And I would have never thought that I would have said that about somebody in a church. It was such a drastic change, and that worried me at first because I was like, I don't trust any of you because I'm not a trusting person. But they didn't let me block them out. If I didn't talk to them, they messaged me, or they called me, or they found me on Facebook, or they came to my house. And it took me probably about 4 times going up there to actually start listening to them. Sorry. But when I did, it kind of started to click in my head that maybe this isn't that bad. I was starting to have fights with myself. It was inner turmoil. Basically, I was just being selfish. I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. I can handle this, maybe. And then by the end of it, I was like, okay, these are all just like my sisters, they're fine. Everybody's cool. I'm not getting judged by anybody. So maybe, just maybe you were wrong. Talking to myself, maybe you were wrong. And God's not awful. He's not actually evil and people are trying to trick you. In Embrace Grace, they do a thing with fake chains. It's basically God coming up and lifting all of your chains, all of your worries and your stresses and the issues that you were going through, and being like, okay, you don't have to deal with this anymore. I'm taking it. And that kind of broke me when we were in there. I don't cry in front of people. I did that day. I was like, okay. He can't not be real with these people. Because there's no way that they would act like this without someone like him doing that. I don't know how else to explain that one. I'm happy now, which is weird for me, because I don't usually let myself be happy because I don't feel like I deserve it. That's crap, I do. And that's another thing that they kind of made me realize, because I would put myself down so much. But they don't let you dwell on things like that. They're like, okay, yeah, we get it. It sucks. You can feel bad about that, but you're not going to sit there and dwell on it. Come on, here's things to fix it. And Navy is now 7 months old. The cutest thing I've ever seen. If it wasn't for them, for Embrace Grace, for everybody that does it, I don't think Navy would be here. I don't think I would be here. I don't think I'd be Christian either. Because they kind of opened my eyes to what Christianity is and to who God actually is. There's nothing I can do to thank you guys enough. It's really hard to express how somebody can show that they care for somebody else. So I just wanted to say thanks for being there.